Okay, so today we're looking at meiosis. Last week we were looking at mitosis, the way that cells make identical copies of themselves. This is meiosis that makes the gametes. Okay, so we said that in mitosis, identical diploid cells are made, but we don't want gametes, which are sperm or eggs, to be identical to the cells they came from or diploid. We want them to be haploid, so have half the amount of DNA, and we want them to have a bit of genetic variation. So we want them to be have different traits to what they came from. So I'm going to go through the phases of meiosis, and as you can see, it starts out very, very similarly. We begin with the prophase, where the chromosomes condense and the nuclear envelope disappears. At this point as well, the chromosomes swap over a little bit of DNA, so this pair of chromosomes swap over a little bit. Remember, one chromosome in each pair comes from each parent, but they just swap over a tiny bit of DNA that just helps add a bit of variation. We then get the metaphase, where the chromosomes line up along the equator of the cell. So again, this is just like regular mitosis so far. We then get the anaphase, where the spindles attach and begin to pull the pairs of chromosomes to opposite sides of the cell. And then the telophase, where the chromosomes finish beginning separating. Then the cytokinesis occurs, where the cells will split into two separate cells. So far, this is looking very similar to mitosis. However, it then goes through another series of steps. So again, we get the prophase happening, because it's called prophase 2, where the chromosomes reform. Then metaphase 2, where they line up along the equator of the cell. Now in anaphase, what's happening is the actual chromatids are being pulled apart. So each chromosome is made up of two chromatids together, and it's these that are now being pulled apart. Okay? The telophase happens where they finish separating and then the cells separate. And the end result is we get 4 daughter cells produced, each with half the amount of DNA. And they go on to form sperm in males and eggs in females. So if we compare that to the original cell, the original cell I drew had 6 chromosomes and 3 pairs of 2. Each of these just has the 3 chromosomes, so half the regular amount. So in humans, we have 46 chromosomes and 23 pairs in most of our cells, but the gametes, the sperm or eggs, only carry 23. Okay, so when fertilization happens, the zygote that gets made, that's the fertilized egg, the zygote, that has the correct amount of DNA as a result. Okay.